Hello, Cyclocross friends. It's Thursday, November 7th, 2019, and you are tuned in to episode 10 of the Voler Apparel CX Heat Check Power Rankings. Brought to you by Voler Premium Collections and Custom Apparel for Women and Men. US made and built with pride and purpose for your best ride. Available exclusively at voler.com. That's VOLER.com. We haven't talked much about the algorithm the past few weeks, but we are now 10 episodes in, and the CX Heat Check Power Rankings were due for some under-the-hood maintenance. Equations have been tweaked, data has been updated, and the result is going to lead to a bit of a shakeup in how we proceed. So let's get shaken. We have 9 weeks of racing under our skin suits, and this past weekend featured another split squad calendar. The Canadians all headed to Peterborough, Ontario for Cyclocross Nationals, and the Americans headed to the Cape for a bit of sand and sun at the Really Rad Festival of Cyclocross. For episode 10 of the CX Heat Check Power Rankings, we are once again starting with the men's side and earning a spot on the list by besting the likes of Heat Check alums Cody Kaiser and Jamie Driscoll is Jeff Kabush. Tweaks to the algorithm indeed. Kabush rode his drop bar bike in the Iceman Cometh Challenge, a star-studded mountain bike race in Traverse City, Michigan, and ended up on the third step of the podium, earning him the 11th spot in the power rankings, and a can't-miss guarantee of keeping the Heat Check Sports Illustrated cover jinx alive. In the 10th spot, it's the return of Ben Frederick. Or not. Absent of any other factors, a 7th and a 5th place finish at Really Rad Festival would earn Frederick consideration for top 11. But that he achieved those results on a single-speed cross bike guaranteed he'd be on the list. It's cycling at its purest. In 9th place is Sam Knoll, another newcomer to the CX Heat Check Power Rankings. Knoll posted 3rd and 4th place finishes at Really Rad. In 8th spot is the return of...
You would be wise to do as Mother says, Lane Meyer.
Lane Meyer, a 4th place and 2nd place finish at Really Rad for the Cannondale Cyclocross World upstart puts Meyer back on the charts. In 7th on the CX Heat Check is Tobin Ortenblad. We've been waiting to see it since the season dropped, and finally we're getting vintage Ortenblad. 2nd place at Really Rad on day 1 and 3rd on day 2. We're not going to dare call this a comeback, but just so you know, explosion, overpowering. Over the competition, he's towering. Mama said knock you out. And that brings us to number 6 and the champ, Stephen Hyde. A week off has Hyde in a holding pattern until he lands in Canada for Pan Ams this weekend. And here we are at our top 5. And in 5th place is Gage Hecht. Like Hyde, it was a bye week for Hecht, which drops him and his Donnelly teammate Lance Hayden in 4th, each down 1 spot. Which brings us to the top 3. And in the 3rd spot is Michael Vandenham. MVDH rolled into Peterborough and successfully defended his Canadian National Championship title before winning on Sunday too. Top results for MVDH puts him 3rd on the CX Heat Check. But make no mistake, he's still only our 2nd favorite Canadian cyclist. And that leaves us with 2 remaining. And I could build up the suspense, drag out the reveal, build the tension. But y'all are smart. You've done the math. Kerry Werner and Curtis White have been fighting all season for top spot on the CX Heat Check. Curtis lined up at Really Rad and swept the weekend with ease. Kerry was at home making bread. And as much as we loved the sourdough Kenny gifted the Heat Check, the algorithm can't eat, which means Werner is now 2nd after a 4-week run, and Curtis White is your new number 1. As you review the top 11 and wrap your head around the fact that the word algorithm is a derivation of the surname of the 8th century mathematician Muhammad al-Khwarizmi, we will move on to the women. In the 11th spot, it's another return appearance.
I'll show you. I'm going to be like 11 next time.
Pro tip, kids, never delete the video. You may need it down the line. Ellen Noble, she's back. A roll tubular knocked her out of contention on day 1 of Really Rad. But Noble bounced back on day 2 to reach her first UCI podium of the season, finishing in 3rd. Staying steady at 10th is the young gun, Maddie Monroe. No UCI racing this week as she looks forward to Pan Ams. Monroe stays put for the time being. In the 9th spot is Carolyn Nolan. A pair of 4th place finishes at Really Rad has Nolan back on the charts. In 8th spot, it's Jen Jackson.
Next Friday is Hawaiian Shirt Day.
A silver medal in the Canadian National Championships and a win at Peterborough CX gets Jackson back on the charts. In 7th is Ruby West. A patch of bad luck at Canadian Nationals resulted in a 2nd place finish for West in the U23 field. She won't have long, though, to wait for another chance at a jersey with Pan Am's this weekend. In the 6th position is Courtney McFadden. No racing the past weekend, yet McFadden still moves up 2 spots. And that's a good place to hit the brakes. For the past several episodes, we have chronicled defeats of Americans abroad under the auspices that the CX Heat Check would consider race results by those who race in North America when they race in Europe. But it turns out the algorithm was having a hard time interpreting the data, and the results were messing up with the whole Wu Wei of the power rankings. That and broadcast rights, but mainly Wu Wei. So as much as we applaud the efforts and accomplishments of the likes of Katie Keough and Katie Compton, and believe me, we do, we are going to concentrate solely on North American races when compiling the CX Heat Check going forward, which means there's a bit of a power vacuum in the middle of the women's power rankings with the absence of 66% of the Katies. Okay, let's get back at it. We are at our top 5, and in the 5th spot is Carolyn Mani. No racing last week and possibly none this week. Mani will have her work cut out for her going forward. In at number 4 is Clara Hansinger. She topped the power rankings in episode 7 and has been doing the step and repeat down the charts ever since. Pan Am's will be the perfect opportunity for Hansinger to reverse course. In the 3rd spot is our only remaining Katie. A win day 1 at Really Rad and a 2nd place on day 2 shows Katie Klaus on an impressive upward trajectory. And here we are at our top 2, Magli Rochette and Becca Faringer. Rochette successfully defended her Canadian championship on Saturday, and Faringer ended up 2nd at Really Rad. Mags took the day off on Sunday, and Faringer took the win at Really Rad. So what does that mean? Who takes the top spot when comparing these performances? Who will be number 1 in the CX Heat Check power rankings? Who? It's Magli Rochette, that's who. National Champs is a special win, and she was already on the top. So that's where she stays, which means Becca stays on the 2nd step. It also means Becky and Kenny are now once again on equal footing in the micro heat check competition. And there you have it, episode 10 of the CX Heat Check. As you take another look at the top 11 women in the Voler Apparel CX Heat Check Power Rankings, I'm going to ask that you go to wideanglepodium.com and become a member. You can still reap the benefits of our donor drive and support the Heat Check. Hit the donate button and choose Cyclocross Television as one of the shows you wish to support. Let us know your thoughts by using the hashtag CX Heat Check. Leave a comment below, subscribe to the channel, and tell your cyclocross friends to do the same. Also, hit us up at feedback@cxhairs.com with your questions and comments. Until next time, I'm Bill Scheiken for CXHAIRS and the Wide Angle Podium Network. Talk to you soon, cyclocross friends.